we are riding a piggyback on technology. Our entire job, right, our entire philo is survives on technology. The only thing we do is we take public technology in public domain. We do not take any bespoke technology. We do not create that. We pick up bits and pieces from public domain, integrate them to suit us, and we are riding piggyback on that. We started doing that for medical transcription, right? We started doing that for medical records review, and each time we use different kinds of technology. And we will then continue to do and keep you building whatever we get as telecom gets better, as connections are easier, then we will go on piggybacking that to reach more and more customers. The first thing I look out for talent is the guy must be interested in working. Right? He wants to do something on his own. He should be able to take responsibility and have and I give him the authority to go and do something on its own. Feel happy about creating something which is not there. And I keep telling them, simplify and create. So I have taken people, surprisingly, people think that if you take them from second-tier colleges and second-tier cities, you do not get good knowledge, but you get very good knowledge. I have got people, in fact, the last guy I took, right, came from a place, he said, when he came for the interview, and he said to me, sir, please don't ask me questions in English. I can't answer in English. I don't know English. I said, fine, I'll talk to you in Hindi. I'm not interested in your language. I'm interested in your knowledge. How much do you know? How inquisitive you are to find out more, how much authority you can take. And with that, I built a team, a very small, well-knit team who get along together and they do whatever is required. Even going to the fields on Sundays and doing this live transmission personally in the nights. I lecture in a lot of MBA colleges. The people think that getting an MBA, a degree is what's important. Knowledge is not. And I keep telling them, it doesn't matter what you study. I myself studied nuclear physics, and to date, I have never used anything from nuclear physics. But study to get confidence, to be inquisitive, to learn more, to know where to go and learn. Wherever you come, whichever job you take, you will never be fully trained. Even if you do an MCA in computer sciences and come, you will never be fully trained because the requirements of job are totally different. So you should be ready to face challenges, to face people who are disagreeing with you all the time. In a college, you don't have scope for disagreeing. The lecturer speaks, you agree with him. Here you get disagreement from people who may be less than you. But still you need to know how to handle disagreement, right? How to convince people, how to get along. That's more important than the actual knowledge. Knowledge can be created. Any subject, knowledge can be created. I mean, I'm not a great example, but if you look at mine, all my jobs have had breaks, and I've got jobs of which I had no knowledge. Right? I did nuclear physics and started my career in computers as a systems guy. Then I moved into marketing and logistics. Then I became head of a computer marketing company. Then I became CEO of another company. And then I got into back office. And I have no knowledge of, I ran technology companies with no knowledge of technology. Right? But I had the inquisitiveness, and I always had the end customer in mind. Okay, what does the market want? What is the gap that we are filling? What is the need that we are filling? So I want guys who join to think entrepreneur-like, not like a diploma holder, not like getting a degree or a diploma or an MBA or whatever. But what would I do if I was an entrepreneur? And that's what I think they should learn. And that's very difficult in university. And I have been talking to a lot of colleges and said, get people from the industry to come and lecture, right? Get them to participate with you on creating a syllabus, which towards the end gives you some idea of what the real world is like. Very, very important. Right? I think internship must be a must for two reasons. They come in with their knowledge, and they do not know how to apply it. But they come here and they see that there is knowledge to be applied, there are gaps to be covered. In the knowledge that they have, there's a lot of gaps to be covered. And that's what they learn in the industry. Secondly, the industry guy. And they also start seeing that the criteria for success, the criteria for being acknowledged as a good person is quite different in an industry as opposed to a college. Here, learning by heart, being able to answer something quickly is not a key thing. So they need to be here. On the other hand, to the industry, if I have people working with me as apprentice, then you watch them work for a couple of months, then you realize this person have the urge to work. Does he have the hunger to work? So you watch that person and either you take them directly or you let them go. Because when you take a guy from a job, fresh from college, you're also taking a risk. And you're spending time in training him, and he may not have the willingness to learn. So after 6 months, a year, you get rid of the person, which is also wasteful for you. So the internship is tremendous. I did that in DCM. We had with BITS Pilani and with other colleges, engineering colleges. The students came, but I insist minimum 6 months. Because if you are not coming for a long period, you will not be put on a project. So we can't afford to have people working and then disappearing on small projects. So we need to have at least for 6 months. So we watch the person in a project, we train him, right? And we also, and things like documentation. In college, when you do something, documentation never considered as important. It's very important in a job. So here also, I now take people from pharmacy colleges as interns, watch them, and then confirm them or let them go.